how to take care of your cutting scissors. This morning I started to cut some pocket lining, and my scissor went sideways when I was cutting. So this is a huge beautiful scissor. I haven't used it for so long, so I had it in the original package. Finally I pulled it out last month and I've been using it. It's great, but I was cutting denim with this scissor, and then this morning when I was going to cut some pocket lining, it was giving me a hard time. It went sideways a few times, and I go like, this is a brand new scissor, so brand new pair of scissors, so why is it doing that? So this is what I did to solve it, and you're gonna see how it's cutting right now. I could have opted to cut it with the um, electrical cutter. However, I wanted to use the scissors because I have a phone call on hold, and I didn't want to miss the call due to the electrical cutter noise. So I opted to use my these scissors. However, when I was cutting earlier, they went like they went this way. They went sideways. So I was wondering why it did that. So basically, what I did, I'm old school, so I use this sharpener, and the first thing you need to do is to go on this flat side first, right? So you have to remove any um how you call that damage how you call that, the blade, damage blade. So you have to go like, and don't do it like this, don't tilt it, do it flat, that way you don't hurt this the blade. Okay, then you do the same thing on the other side. These scissors are great because they have a smooth um blade, but they also have like a little kind of like how you call it, some sort of I don't know how to call it, but it has, it's, you can't really tell by looking at it, but it has um some sort of saw teeth kind of design. So that's why they cut well, because they're designed that way, and that helps you to cut. But if you don't um do this, then what happens is that the the fabric gets because it's, I have like 4 layers and it's kind of thick, um so it it doesn't, because the blades are dual, so um it's not sharp, so it goes sideways. But after doing what I did, look how smooth it cuts. And it's very simple the way how I did sharpen my scissors. I never give them to any sharpener people to do, because what the sharpener people, what they do, they take out like 16 of your scissors every single time they sharpen, and if they make a mistake they fix it. So imagine it's going like 132 or 116 or even 1/8 every single time. That's why you, at the end, the point doesn't cut anymore, because then it gets deformed, and a lot of things they distort the scissors. So I have scissors of 5 6 years old, and I don't have a problem with them because I always take care of them. So the next thing you have to do is to make sure your scissors are on a flat surface, and then also know that the blade here, it's a little bit slanted, so you have to go like that, right? So let me just turn on my lights so we can see. I don't want to damage them. So you see, this is how you go. So you can't go like that or like that, because you're not getting to the blade. So I think I messed it up a little bit, so let me just fix this. And then once you know that you're on the flat surface of the blade, then you go just on top of it. You see, very simple, very simple. And then on the other side you do the same thing. You find the flat side of the blade, and then you just go like that. So you can't, because if you go like that you damage the blade, so you just need to kind of refine it, that's the right word. And then it's cutting like a champ, see? And I can cut more layers, and look, it doesn't go sideways anymore. So if your scissors are going sideways, that means they're dull and you can't keep using them. You have to stop using them and sharpen them. Get one of these tools. They're probably a little bit pricey, but they're really good. Actually, um, I didn't know this before, but one day I didn't have my sharpener and I used this and it's great. I mean, these are great for knives and so on, but they're also really good for cutting fabric scissors. So that's my tip for you guys today. I'm gonna cut this one, so let's see. Um, you're gonna see how smooth it's cutting. See, beautiful. And these are great for cutting because they're big, and if they're big, then you just have to do one time cut and then it's straight. So I'm gonna cut the top also right now. Let's see, even the sound that they make, it's like a satisfying sound instead of forcing them to cut something, and then you kind of damage them in a way, because I was cutting 14 ounces denim earlier this week. So of course they got damaged because I mean they had to go through that thickness, and I love how they perform, but then you need to sharpen them, you know. So see how beautiful it cut. So it's great. See, and then it can cut like whatever you want to, but you have to take care of your scissors so they don't go dull. And these are fabric scissors, so you should not use them for paper. Next time I'll show you my scissor collection, but so far that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the rest of my videos, and I hope these content are adding value to your sewing entrepreneurship or your sewing projects. Thanks for your questions and your support and your heart and your thumbs up, and for checking out what I'm sharing with you guys. Have a blessed day, and I will see you next time.